We're back, and one more fun recipe with Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. I think cookies are a nice thing to have around during the day, or even just to put on your buffet, your dessert table. These are fun. Pumpkin latte cookies.
That's
so
right.
Is there a little coffee in yours too?
A little coffee, pumpkin pie spice, so pumpkin spice latte cookies. Sort of like the coffee drink. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Oh, yum.
All right. Have a lot of those now. So it's a pretty simple cookie recipe. We're going to start, of course, with butter, which always makes everything taste better with cookies, and 1 stick that's been softened.
Okay.
And we're going to take 1.5 cups of natural sugar or raw sugar, and that just kind of adds a special flavor to it.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And you can find that right at the regular grocery store.
Oh, yes, it comes in a box, so it's real easy. So we want to cream that together.
Now, if you didn't want to do that, could you use regular granulated sugar, I'm assuming?
You probably could. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming that it would work similar.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll get that going.
So we want to cream that till it's nice and fluffy. And in the meantime, I'm going to put our dry ingredients together. Right here I have 2.5 cups. It calls for white whole wheat flour. They actually have that in the bag. So, and actually that does give it a little bit more body to it. And of course I think a little more nutrients as well. So to that we're going to add some baking soda, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of espresso powder, or dark coffee powder, about 1/2 teaspoon salt, and then 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. So kind of get that all whisked together so it's ready to go.
This looks nice and starting to get fluffy.
So once you have that ready, you want to put 2 eggs into your batter there.
Okay.
So I have this set aside so we're all ready. And this is going to be a little different because it's actually going to have a can of pumpkin in there. Kind of different for a cookie recipe. These almost become cake-like in the end. So
they're nice and moist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so get that blended together real well.
Yep.
Nice and fluffy. And then what we're going to do is alternate. About 1/2 can of pumpkin and 1/3 of the flour mixture.
Okay.
So we'll kind of do that together here. You know, and blend it in after each addition. This is similar to any kind of cookie that you're making, cookie batter. A little bit more in there.
That way we're not over mixing.
Right.
Is what we're doing. All right.
And your oven should be heated to 375.
Okay.
So you're all ready. You want to get your cookie pan ready with parchment paper, or butter the pan so it doesn't stick.
This looks great.
Yeah. Isn't that different? Really, I think with the pumpkin in there.
It smells. Oh, the spices and the.
Just like pumpkin
fun.
pie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we've got our parchment here.
Right, and then you want to take about a tablespoon, heaping tablespoon. I like to use a little scoop there and put it on your parchment paper.
Okay.
And also the recipe calls for you then to take the back of a spoon. You want to make like a thumbprint in the middle so that the cookie doesn't puff up too much.
Okay.
And
well, you get the idea. We'll do this. Are these, because they're little, they look like they'll bake up pretty quickly?
Yeah. Well, actually, it takes about 14 minutes, so it's not a real quick one. It's probably average.
Okay.
You want to watch it. You want it to make sure that when you touch the top of it, it springs back. It's sort of like a cake-like, almost.
Okay.
And that is, slightly brown on the top.
Okay.
So you do want to watch it just like any cookie.
Okay. So now here we have our little lumps of dough.
Yep.
And now basically we take a little back of a floured spoon and just kind of press it like that.
Right. That's why you flour it a little so it doesn't stick too much there.
Okay.
It's kind of a sticky dough.
Yeah, it is kind of a sticky dough.
Yeah.
So into the oven it goes about 14 minutes.
350.
And now we're not done yet. These are frosted. Tell me about what's in the full recipe you can get online, but what's in the frosting?
Well, this is a buttercream frosting because these cookies by themselves aren't that sweet, really. They taste good. You could eat them that way, but this really adds another dimension to it. This has a full bag of confectioner's sugar, about 8 cups, 2 sticks of butter in there that's softened, and a little bit of vanilla. And then you mix that up till it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
A little milk too, and you could add the milk to make it the consistency you like. Okay. And here we have our cookies that have been pulled out of the oven and cooled. So you can see how they're kind of nice and spongy there, and then you could just frost them a little like this.
Be really nice with the morning coffee.
I think so too.
After you do the turkey trot, and
there you go.
Want to treat yourself.
And if you want to, you could also sprinkle a little cinnamon on there. So
I think so fun. Really, really fun. Karen, I hope you and your daughter and your family have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you so much for sharing your recipes and We appreciate it.
Okay,
love
thanks,
it.
Amy.
Love the stuffing and these pumpkin latte cookies. Something fun, something different. And all the recipes you can find that we did today, you can find on